Hi, good morning. Good morning. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 a.m. This is kind of like one of the first things I'm doing today. My name is Sammy. You might know. You might not know. If you didn't know, now you know. This is a live stream also. No one's here right now, but I'm here. And I count, and you might catch the playback. So if you're watching from the future, hello. Nice to see you from the past. Right now, it's the present for me. Um, you know how time works. I mean, like, you don't, but we have theories or some shit. Um, Spooky season still. I'm gonna light a candle. This is my favorite candle. I keep buying it from the grocery store over and over again. And then one day when I don't have access to this candle anymore, I'm never gonna buy a candle again. Just kidding. I'll just miss it and love it. It's this one. I hope it's fine. Because one time I got a Glade candle and it gave me a headache. Yes, I'm dropping name brands, but only to shit talk. Um, Hi, I'm doing this earlier today. Today is October 4th. It's my fourth day of live streaming every day in October. And I was thinking about trying to wake up really, really early today, and that didn't happen today, but I'm sure it'll happen another day. And then I was thinking of doing a special for 1010. Maybe not as special as 99 because in my opinion 99 is like the most special, but 1010 is special too because of numbers, because of time, as we discussed earlier. Anyway, my live stream yesterday was short and I watched it back and it was a bit choppy. So I don't know if that was because I was connected to Wi-Fi, maybe, or something. Today I'm using the good old, the good old data on my phone, and I'm using a tripod. So look at my hands. Look at my hands free to light a candle. Crazy. Um, I need to do my nails. Don't look at them. I mean, I guess you can because they're not like chipping away because I took away the chipping away stuff so I could put new stuff. I just haven't done that part yet. I'm awake. I am getting myself accustomed to the waking realm because I had some dreams. I had some dreams, and I've been dreaming about New York, but not the New York that exists now. Um, Maybe it never did. We don't know. Today is one of my best friend's birthdays. So happy birthday to her. And this also would have been my grandma's 98th, 99th birthday. Old. She would have been old. She was old, but you know, she would have been older. So we celebrate that as well. And we celebrate her and we celebrate breathing and being alive in a skeleton hoodie in October during the spooky times, you know. Yesterday I wasn't really with it. Today I'll probably be with it at some point. The point is not now, but I wanted to do this early so that I got it done. I was going to say out of the way, but this isn't in the way. This is a privilege to get to do. This is an exciting thing that I get to participate in. So I'm not just trying to scoot and boot it to be done, but I do want to have it finished and then spend the rest of the day doing whatever it ends up seeming like I need to do. I don't have plans, but I do have a feeling that stuff is going to come up. So we'll see what happens. What if I sat up straight? What if I didn't sit this, even though I guess that also is Halloweeny. Ugh, and I just unplugged a light. It's fine. I should be plugging things where I'm sitting anyway. That's a fire hazard or something. Or something. No cool lighting today because we're not in a lighting controlled setting. So we've got fairy lights because we're fairies, and the sun and the candle. We got just all these regular points of light that are giving the similar temperature. The last time in 2022 in January was when I chopped off all my hair. And now I've already done that. So even though I feel like chopping off all my hair, I'm not going to do me a buzz because I now have a newfound appreciation for how fucking long hair takes to grow, especially mine. I have a friend who also chopped off all of her hair around the same time that I did, definitely like sometime in 2022, and her hair now is just long and gorgeous, and she didn't keep cutting it. I kept cutting it because I can't make it through the phase, the grow out phase. Every time it gets to a certain point, I'm like, nope, you know what? It'll be faster for me to just chop it again than for me to let it grow any more than this. And you know what? The truth is that I had really long hair for my whole life. Not really long for like up until, like for my whole life up until, what year did I think sophomore year of high school was when I dyed it a bunch. It must have been somewhere around then. And then it was just like mad. My hair was mad ever since then. I didn't take care of it during that time. And so then once I chopped off all of the like bleach and stuff, I still had hair that was like, you know, here-ish, but it wasn't the same. And then I just kind of held on to an aesthetic that was no longer mine until I wanted to chop it all off. And the truth is that like the first time I ever thought about chopping off all my hair was in middle school. And I'm glad in retrospect that I didn't do that then, because I don't think I could have handled it. I don't think I could have handled the reactions of middle schoolers who are like used to a girl with long hair now having short curly hair that she like doesn't know how to deal with. And I still don't know. The hood is the the hood is the way that I deal with it presently. And otherwise, it just kind of does whatever it wants. Sometimes, some days people are like, did you get a haircut? Did you cut your hair? And I'm like, I didn't actually. It just does whatever it wants all the time. So some days it looks shorter than other days. And if I wake up out of bed, then it looks all kind of different, crazy ways. And you're getting a glimpse, but not the full picture. Because I don't think you need that necessarily. I definitely don't need you to have that. But anyway, that being said, I need to get a tattoo or something because I need to mark the change in my life with a change in the vessel. I got this one very shortly after I broke my leg. I didn't break it, I fractured it. I just fractured it a bunch, and now I've got hardware. I'm a cyborg. And then I got this one before I chopped off my hair, but after the breakup. After the breakup, but still with that man. Still with that guy did I get both of these tattoos. So I want to go by myself. Maybe not by myself, but like have it be my idea instead of someone else being like, I'm getting a tattoo. Do you also want to get a tattoo? Because that so far is how I've acquired my tattoos, is just by tagging along to other people's tattoo appointments. And if I do get a new thing, whenever I do get a new thing, it is going to be small. I'm going to keep them tiny. I'm going to keep them geometric. I used to think about putting words on me, but I've never picked any that I like enough. These things I like enough. This technically I need to add to, because I remembered at some point that I got this. I'm talking about 21 Pilots. We talked about 21 Pilots this month. I have not listened to the new music yet, because I'm going to go and listen to the music for the first time with the new album, Breach. I have not listened to any of it except for Contract, because I got to listen to that with my cousins over the summer, and now I will wait And now I will wait to hear the rest until possibly the day that I go to the concert. Personal challenge, learn as many lyrics to all the songs that I don't know yet as I can before the concert, before the show. We'll see what happens. But I got this tattoo after the third time and before the fourth time that I saw them. And now this is going to be 7. So maybe in California I'll get some more dots. And maybe then I'll just add to that tattoo and not even get a new tattoo. It'll be new, but it won't be conceptually novel. I don't know. I want to get stuff on my fingers. I want to get stuff on my hands. I've been seeing people have kind of like the like sparkle kind of shape, like the sparkle emoji. I don't know if I want to do curves. I might just do like diamonds or little like asterisk kind of stars. I'm not sure. But I like rings, but my rings never last very long because I play with them and then I lose them. Or I take them off somewhere to like wash my hands or like something and then I leave them behind. The one ring that I had the longest was from one of my cousins who I'm going to this concert with. He gave me a fidget ring that I had on like a wish list. And I had that for like 3 years. And then I only lost it this year. And instead of being sad about losing it, I was kind of like just happy and impressed with how long I kept it for. And now I have some other rings. And even though that was a fidget ring, I broke that fidget and then I still kind of wore it as a regular ring afterwards. And you know what? All rings are fidget rings. You don't need a ring that is designed to spin. You can just play with it on your fingers. You can just still play with it on your fingers. Something about the microphone is that I would just get up right this second. And I still could. I place just like these self-limitations. I'm like, I can't get up to show you the rings. I have this, and also I'm live. What would we do with that dead air? Unacceptable. So now maybe next time. And at some point I'll wake up early. Today wasn't the day. Or I'll do it again late. We'll see. Today's October 4th. I said that already. I'm saying it again because it's still true. And it's Saturday. So what does that mean? I keep being like, and this is the day of the week that I don't give a shit about. I don't. Can't think of one single day of the week that I give a shit about. Thank you for being here, if you're here in the replay. I kind of like no one showing up to the lives, because I'm like, I don't know, it's me standing on a stage and no one's in the audience yet, and then people can like be in the audience later and see the ghost of me. Is a replay a ghost? It's definitely a moment in time captured for later. I am wearing pants, but you know what? That's actually none of your business either. That's actually none of your business. Everything from here up can be your business because I have it on the camera. Hi. I don't, you know, you get it. Your hair's short too. Your hair is also short and curly and does whatever it wants, right? That's also your life. I assume that if you're watching this, your life is exactly like my life. Just kidding. I'm not assuming that at all. Everyone is living profoundly different experiences and journeys. But it's just funny for me to be like, you get it. You get it. You also deal with this problem. That's what so many people assume when they talk about their own problems. They're like, can you believe this? As if like they believe it so much and expect you to be like, well, of course, and it's horrible. sometimes it's like, can you believe this? And it's like, well, no, actually. That's not my life. That's actually kind of far from my life. A little bit closer to someone else's life. I've been falling asleep to the audiobook of Ask and It Is Given of the Abraham Hicks. So I think somewhere along the way I finished it, but only like unconsciously and subconsciously. So really what I need to do is like sit down and read all of the things at the end. I think I read like, because I have the physical book too, I think I read like all of the stuff up to the processes. But even now I've been listening to them, so I kind of recognize them a little bit and they're helpful. But some of them I don't. So you know what? That's just stuff to get back to. I also have, here's what I'll do. I'll show books. I'll show some books. Why not? That one was a book that I bought. This is a book that I borrowed. And look how big it is. This is over 1,000 pages of Edgar Allan Poe, which I felt like was good for the season. But now I like don't want to read it anywhere other than at my friend's house, my friend who I bought. Ooh, but I just turned it into Telltale Heart. Ugh. TBT, Telltale Heart. You fancy me mad. Mad men know nothing. Everyone fancies me mad too. Wow, Edgar, I get it. You fancy me mad. Mad men know nothing. Ugh. I was having bad dreams too. And I didn't even read that book. And I haven't even been reading the Edgar Allan Poe. Maybe if I read the Edgar Allan Poe, I'll have nicer dreams. We'll see. If I do, like, yesterday I did a really short stream. Yesterday I did only less than 4 minutes. But my usual has been like 15-ish or more. So if I keep doing like 15 to 20 minutes a day, how many hours of live stream am I going to have by the end of October? Who knows? We'll do math. We'll do math at the end. Who doesn't love math on Halloween? Spooky. Nothing spookier than math. I'm actually getting a little bit better at like the basics because Duolingo has it. And so I'm rocking addition in a way that I just never had in my life. Ugh, and then I got to the hard math, and then I just started playing the games that they have on there instead of actually doing the lessons, because I'm like, actually, this is hard. It reminds me of all the times in school that I would cry because of math, not just because of me. There were those times too. Good morning. Good morning. You might not see this in the morning because of the delay that I keep mentioning, but you'll see it today, probably. I think that morning streams are like, if I can pull it off a morning stream, I'm still going to count it if it's an evening stream. I'm going to do whatever I want because I make the rules. Because no one's here to tell me this or that or the other. And I don't want them here for that either. I see my baby boy, my Zuko. My Zuko comes to the room. Hello. You'll come say hi? No. You fancy me mad. Mad men know nothing. Oh, he's coming over here. Can you come over here? Can you come over here? Be so cute, so sweet. Wow, yeah. Here's your baby. And I love him so much. knows. And I love you also. My stream yesterday cut off the part where I'm being like, I love you. And I'm sending love to you. And I have love for you. And also, all the love that you need is within you already. All of the love that you could ever need, you have it inside of yourself. And if you're trying to love yourself, it means you already do. Because that's what the trying is. Please don't. Please don't. Zuko loves to chew on wires. But only when a person's watching. Very much, very much, very much like an electron. Oh my God. Okay. I love you. Thank you for hanging out in whatever way you do. And keep doing this stuff that only you can do. Because it's yours for a reason. Yeah? Come here. Oh my gosh. He's sitting on the book. Okay. This was the live stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.